What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, man. I am just enjoying my Sunday, taking my project car out for a spin, doing some chores, getting ready to watch some football. Listen, guys, getting ready for Monday. We are going to go out and absolutely destroy it, okay? Market Monday, we out there. When that bell rings, it's time to attack, conquer, destroy. Hey, don't wait for people to come and give it to you, man. If you want it, go and take it, man. Traders War Room, baby. Let's get it. After the video, check out some TWR hot products and services. I keep the stocks simple, guys. 3 colors you need to focus on: purple, blue, red. Purple, that's our battle zone, okay? That's where we're at currently. Blue, that's our high target area. If we start to peak above the battle zone, we're looking for the movement to the blue area. If we start to break from the battle zone to the downside, that's the red, the low target zone. If I got some other things that I'm interested in, I'll usually use orange lines. And if there's an area of concern, I'll put that in like a rectangle yellow box. Star-studded event with all of those big names. The mega caps are starting to come in, man. We're loving some earnings plays going into this particular week. A lot of money is going to be made. A lot of money's on the table. We need to be smart, head on a swivel, ready to attack. I think we bounce from current level with SPY. I think we get some decent earnings, some surprise earnings. We haven't been this low since June 2023. I think last time we're down here, we bounced pretty heavily. I don't know if we'll make it back up towards the 440s, but I definitely think with this M pattern, we're at the bottom of it, and we get the nice bounce that we want, pushing us back past 425 on the way to 430 by the end of this week. Similar idea with Q. I think we sold off too heavily in anticipation of this week, just to make kind of the mega cap stuff be cheaper entry so that the rotating of institutional funds could have better entry. So I think that we go ahead and bounce from this current level, pop back up into the 360s, and I wouldn't be surprised if we even get an explosive push from some spectacular earnings or surprise earnings that catapult us back up into the 370s or on the way to 370. KO, I think KO sold off kind of like Pepsi did, and then we started seeing it kind of broadening back up to the upside. I think KO does fairly okay with earnings. This will be really on their forward guidance, and pretty much I think earnings will be in line, and then their forward guidance will really give the idea and the picture of how they're anticipating the rest of the year going into next year as well is looking. So that'll be key. If they're bullish, then Coca-Cola will probably push. But if they're kind of pessimistic, then we'll probably see Coca-Cola take a little dive, and we could see it go back down to 52, maybe even the 50 level. Triple M, I think we've been low for so long, and I think it's time to go ahead and pop this thing back up towards 100. I think we get some good earnings. I think we get some good bullish momentum, and this thing takes a leg to the upside. I'm expecting pretty good results from Visa. They're pretty much debt-free and have a pretty decent push going into inflation. You're seeing a lot of transactions happening on the credit cards, and I like them for a push higher. Their chart suggests that they took a little bit of a cool down, and it's looking pretty good for a nice push. So I like this going into earnings. I think 250 could be a decent little area for it to make its travel towards, to see if we can break out from its previous high. Teladoc, I like this area right here for buying shares long. It's been kind of consolidating at the bottom, broadening out. I also think that this would be a good candidate for a potential push, depending on earnings, of course. And if the Teladoc has been getting some steam back into its, business operations, we could easily see this push towards 20, but I do like this better for share accumulation at this level rather than trading derivatives. Microsoft is looking like it wants to break out from its current level. We had a previous test of this level. It bounced to the downside. We bounced pretty hard off of support, kind of raised back up, and it's been doing fairly well, even though some of the other sectors have been fairly negative. I like this for a push towards 345 off of the breakout. This is another one. I got high hopes for this one. Obviously, earnings are extremely high anticipation for a lot of these tech sectors, and it'll be important for these guys to not only make the anticipated, but they need to exceed them. If Google is able to exceed, I can see us breaking out of this current level, and we can push probably on its way to the 150 realm. Snap, it's time. You can only keep something down so long before you're going to eventually just get a jump from some sort of good news story. I think that they surprise on earnings. Obviously, you're looking at probably some negative earnings, but I think they surprise on the negative story, and we get a nice jump towards 10, maybe even $12 on some volume, because everyone's been wanting to see Snap get some sort of good news story on underneath their wings. So I think Snap gets it this earnings quarter, and we'll see this skyrocket up towards 12, maybe even 13. This is my preferred trade, a Dow stock for this particular week. I'm actually long on this one. 195 calls, pushing out to November. I like this for the push up to the upside. I think we sold off way too much on Boeing. I think they do really well on earnings. I think they got the defense contracts. I think they got some good momentum pushing in. And I think it was just a knee-jerk reaction, a sell-off. And I think that we're going to get a nice push, a catapult, and I could easily see this reaching 195, 200 very soon. And finally, I'm going to give you Meta. I like Meta for a break to the upside. I think 330 is a decent little push on this one. I could see this selling off a little bit going into earnings, setting itself up for a nice lotto trade with a 330 target. I'd be looking for this to play this closer to the earnings, specifically as I think some of these institutions are going to keep some of these bigger names a little bit lower for entry points. And then once you start seeing the volume start creeping into it, that's the time to go ahead and strike. If you want the play-by-play, you got to join the team. All the links to all the platforms are in the description. And now, please check out some of our hottest products and services. Remember, team, hey, while this is only $10 per month, make sure you hook it up because come 31 October, the deal ends. So strike while the iron's hot, get those fire text message alerts that go right to your phone, and I'll see you on the platform when that bell rings. Traders War Room is proud to present our hottest new feature, text message alerts, available now on the TWR storefront. If you enjoy trading and investing, you're probably familiar with some of these popular applications. These are all fantastic, but they can become overwhelming and difficult to navigate throughout the day. Add in the stresses of work, life, school, family, and you become frustrated and overwhelmed, missing opportunities. Guys, that's so me.
Yeah, that's me.
This stops right now. Welcome to TWR's Text Message Alerts. It's super simple, too. So we watch the market, and when we see a setup we like, we push an alert like this. You, as a subscriber, receive this. And don't worry, we give you an exit too, just like this. So for more information, check out our storefront, links in the description. And remember, when you hear this, Traders War Room is making you this. Quit wasting that money that's not making money and join the team. The links are all in the description. Prepare for battle and let's go to war.
In the Traders War Room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude, come and learn how to trade stocks. We rentless with the attack when this thing pop. We market warriors and we can share the same pot. I woke up and went to war in my tank top. Thanks, Pops, he a analyst, a veteran. And we ain't hating on them other dudes, we better than. I was down and then I learned about leveraging. And after that, I ain't never went red again. Green, right? It ain't bad, it just seemed like something wrong with you if you say we ain't tight. Get in and get out before you think twice. Let's have a toast, you bring the drinks and I'll bring ice. Defeat's nice in the Traders War Room. What you wanna do in the Traders War Room? What you wanna do? This the Traders